sends them out later in the day. So she'll send this out to everybody. So those who are not, we'll get you a copy of the recording if you like. But we missed all our gratitudes on there, but it's all good. Okay. All right, guys, let's kick it off here. Welcome again to our Six-Figure Agent Friday Mastermind. And let's see, we went through being grateful. Just a couple of announcements every Wednesday, guys, every Wednesday. And on demand too, if you have somebody that wants to hear about eXp Realty, let me know. We had a great one on this past Wednesday with Tim, and appreciate some of the members jumping on. Bryson coming on, giving a testimony. That was a powerful testimony, Bryson.
It was.
Jared. I mean, my God, just the way this company is impacting lives and being able to have multiple streams of income coming in when, sales may be a little bit low, we still got stock. We still got revenue share coming in. Revenue share pays my mortgage, and my house not too shabby, and pays for my cars, so it's a blessing. So
the caveat off of that, Rod, like Bryson has shared, we get that stock and we put 5% away, in eXp Realty, we're able to take 5% of our commission and buy stock, which is, a little bit less than what you would pay for it if you went on the open market and buy it. So you're already getting it at a discount. And we don't know what the stock price is going to do, but it's almost like you have a savings plan that you're just putting away, not even thinking about it as you're doing deals. And before you know it, you look up and you have thousands. I've been doing stock for since I've been in this business.
Yeah.
And thousands of dollars worth of stock. And guess what? If you need a little bit, it's not hard to get a little bit of your money. Something come up, kids need college fund, or you need a new vehicle, or the refrigerator breaks down and you don't want to dip into that saving. You can grab a little bit of your stock, put it down, and keep on moving, vacation, whatever. And most companies do not offer anything like that. You know what I mean? And with eXp Realty, I mean, that's one area that a lot of people just kind of miss. But that thing, if you're not in the stock program and you're part of eXp Realty, or you're thinking about joining eXp Realty, definitely look into the benefit of having that, because it's just another stream of income that you can have when you need to take care of some things in your family, and even during those slow times, like you said, Rod. So that's great.
Absolutely. And I was doing a presentation yesterday for Rod Durden, and man, she was really blown away. Like, I could be anywhere. I could be at 100% company, but this age is at 100% company. And I share my story. I left 100% company. Why would someone leave a 100% commission company to go to an 80-20? Well, I'm over 100%. I'm 100% year round because my revenue share that comes in is higher than our cap. Our cap is 16,000. So my revenue share way exceeds that. But the stock, like Tim was saying, the stock alone, when you got multiple 6 figures, 7 figures in stock, I'm unrecruitable. You know what I mean? So yeah, but it's a game changer. It's definitely a game changer. I know people personally who bought homes cash with their stock, bought cars cash with their stock. So yeah, it's definitely, eXp is definitely a game changer. So guys, Wednesday, let's pack it out. I'm on Wednesdays, but if you have somebody that wants to hear the story about eXp and how it's changing lives, let me know. Guys, my allergies are acting up this morning, so you might hear it in my voice. All right, guys, our academy is still going strong. Next Wednesday, I think we have Tim Neal. I know Natasha was supposed to teach, but she was down. She was under the weather. She wasn't last week, but I think we have Tim coming up. Tim, are you up this Wednesday?
Yeah.
Okay. Can you give them from your class what you're going to be covering?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Absolutely. Yep. So this Wednesday, I'm going to be talking about the seller's presentation. Okay. And the listing presentation. And last time I think I did the buyer's presentation and kind of shared kind of what I do kind of from the time I sit down with that buyer to kind of walk them through the process of what we need to do to get them from A to Z, to get them from a potential buyer to closing. This time I'm going to talk about I'm gonna go through a listing guide and talk and show you a listing presentation. Because one thing you need to have something that when you sit down with that seller to sell their house, they want to know that, one, first of all, that you're professional, but second of all, that you're confident in knowing what you're doing. And it's in this market, you just can't wing it, because you may be competing against other agents. So you need to
Right.
bring something to the table. So what I'm going to share is my home seller's guide of what I do with my clients in order to get their home listed. The things that I'm going to put in place, kind of the my marketing plan, what we're
Yeah.
going to do to get their house the most exposure, and the steps that it's going to take to get their house sold for the most amount of money in the least amount of time with the least amount of hassle. So that's what we're going to walk through during that presentation.
That's awesome, Tim. Thank you. Looking forward to it. So Tim's going to do a deep dive into the listing presentation, guys. Last Wednesday, I did more of a high level kind of mindset, the unspoken things when you're kind of going into the house. So go back and look at that video. I think we shared it in our group. But the unspoken things, when I'm walking up to the house, my body language, when I'm walking up to a house and I'm reviewing it, I'm looking on the outside, and as soon as they open that door, it's lights, camera, action. That's when I'm reading body language. I'm looking at person in the eye. I'm shaking their hand. I'm smiling. I'm bringing a positive energy into the house. But I'm even looking. I'm even measuring the grip of their handshake, and I'm matching it. I'm walking in, I'm complimenting them on something. I'm finding something within the next 30 seconds to compliment their house, to say something. I'm doing the grand tour. They see me working. They see me taking notes. I'm working as I'm walking into the house. So go back and look at that, guys. And so I'm teaching about the unspoken, the body language, and the kind of the vibes that you're putting out. This, I don't like to use vibes too much, but the spirit that you're entering that room, and that person, and what their perception of you, how you want to make them feel. You want to build that trust. And I talk about accelerating rapport, establishing rapport with that person very quickly. So learn the art of, there's a great book, How to Win for Friends and Influence People, but learn the art of discerning people and reading them and reading body language, even their tone, matching their tone, and and doing your homework. We talked about doing your homework, making sure you're prepared for all different personality types. You're going to have some people that are bubbly and just like to connect. We got the same energy, all that stuff. But you might have another person that's very analytical. So I always like to prepare for both. I like to be all things to all people. Does that make sense, guys? So being able to connect with people, same thing, we do the same thing kind of in evangelism. When I'm out talking to people, being all things to all people, being able to connect on all levels. If it's a CEO, a lot of my clientele, they're wealthy. They're CEO, they're the top of their top tier in their company, and they C-suite type people. But I can deal with the C-suite type person and also that first time home buyer, they got jeans on, and I'll even know how to dress when I come to the listing appointment. I don't go to every listing appointment in suit and tie. So I kind of done my homework, kind of, talk to them beforehand, kind of see where they are. And so I don't go too overboard. But guys, that's another class. So, but definitely get in the academy, guys. And yeah. So this Wednesday, looking forward to Tim. All right, let me move on, because I get to teach and tell.
I know. It was a good class. Let me go back and watch it again. It was real good.
Yeah. So, all right, guys. Again, this slide that we always look at, make sure you're spending some time, especially going into this new year, dreaming, believing, seeing where you want to be. What's your 3-year plan? What's your 5-year plan? Where do you see yourself 3 years from now? Where do you see yourself? What do you see happening in your business in 2024? Be very deliberate and intentional in 2024. Don't just be haphazard about 2024. Don't just have a mindset or attitude, whatever happens, happens. You got to have that belief that if it is to be, it's up to me. So we've all been given the ability and the power to get wealth. But if it is to be, it's up to me. I got to put in the work. I got to put some action with my faith. Y'all know what I'm saying? So you got to put the action with the faith. So being debt free is intentional. Having your dream home, or developing, your dream board and putting on your dream board, like, hey, this is my home that I want to purchase one day. I want to be able to represent myself one day in purchasing our dream home. Getting your dream car, being a blessing, being a giver, guys. These are laws. I believe with all my heart, mind, and soul, we're so blessed because we're big givers. My wife and I, we're big givers. We give, we bless the kingdom. First and foremost, organizations and this and that, but my the system that God has put me in front of, my organization, the one that I feel the strongest about is my church. That life says, so I sow into that church. I sow into it, so I reap. So this be a giver, guys. Accomplishing your why. Accomplish your why. Anybody on that? Any comments on this slide here? All right. Anybody else believe that?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Believe in giving? Just me? No. All right, guys. Again, dream big, set big goals. Set big goals, guys. For 2024, give yourself some stretch goals. Give yourself a stretch goal. I'm gonna stretch and do just a little bit more. I'm going to stretch and go beyond. Maybe that number that you came up with for 2024, you may need to double it. I like doing that exercise. But what's your goal? What's your goal? And I tell you to double it. Look at that number, just double it. Double that goal, guys. Step out on faith. Put the work in. Take massive, massive action. Start taking massive action now. I'm believing God for amazing 2024. So I'm taking massive action now. My year's already started. Is that right, Dream Team? We've already entered 2024. This quarter here, this is kind of like first quarter 2024. So we don't have a mindset that 2024 starts in January. It starts now. Is that right, y'all?
Yeah. Hey, Rod, and
yes, sir.
You were talking about double your goal, because like last week, I think I was on the call and we were talking about what's your goal, and I put my goal out there, but then I went back and I looked at it and I said, wow, for what I want to do, I put it into the conversion calculator. Mike Houston did a class not too long ago about the conversion calculator. Yeah. Where you want to be and what it's going to take. And, I said my goal was 250K. That's what I said I wanted my goal to be. Mm-hmm. But at the same time, the number of transactions I wanted to do at the price point I wanted to do, it ended up being at 500,000. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And really that was only, and backing off with the, and it's like I forgot what the class was called, but it was something in the numbers. And basically when I did my numbers, it just basically said, if you talk to 10 people a day, it's like 2,000, basically to hit my goal, 10 people a day was going to be need to have communicate with at least 2,300 people roughly a year, which would bring 40 transactions, and 40 transactions times an average sales price of 500,000. Just average, some will be over, higher, some will be maybe a little lower, but at 500,000, a 40 transaction, that'll be 500,000. You know what I'm saying? So I'm talking to 10 people a day. So even though it says 500,000 seems like a whole lot, which it is, but really it equated to 40 transactions at $500,000. Wow. Average. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So able to make a stretch goal, but really see realistically, how can I get to that stretch goal?
That's it.
Now, if I fall short and hit 250, I'm not going to be mad.
You're not going to be mad. I know that's right. That's awesome. Guys, I'm curious.
Hey, Tim, I don't see what you're saying, though. Show me what you're saying. Let me see it.
When you saying let you see what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I want to see. No. I don't want to see it on. Well, when I see it on paper, I want to see it on that paper that you get in January. Show me.
Okay.
Show me.
Oh yeah.
Let me see what you're saying, Tim.
What you said? What are you talking about, Bryson? Do you want to see what I just wrote down, or are you talking about?
I want to see it on that 1099. I want to see it happen.
Oh yeah.
I want to see it happen. Show me. Okay. Show me what you're saying.
Hey, I got the plan. Hey, bro, it's done. It's done. It is done.
Back in Louisiana, back in the day, we used to say, put your money where your mouth is.
Put your money where your mouth is. Absolutely. And look, hey, Rod. Hey, a matter of fact, not only do I got the thing there, but I got my daily performance shit. Me and Keith, we've been rocking and rolling, and every day I say what 10. I gotta say I'm shooting for 20, but I'm trying to get 10. So I'm going every day with my sheet,
That's
going
awesome.
down it, making sure that I'm getting those 10. Make sure I'm having them conversations. So I'm working towards it already. So pricing
awesome.
is in the works, baby. It's coming.
That's awesome.
I love to see it.
Performance scorecard. Gotta keep score, baby. Gotta keep score.
Keep scoring.
Yes, sir.
Keep scoring. That's it, guys. This business, it's a numbers game. It's a numbers game. A lot of times that we're not talking to enough people. We're not talking to enough people to build up that momentum. They're out there. People are out there looking to buy and sell real estate. Our mindset with the Dream Team, we don't care what month it is. If it's November, December, January, I just wrote $1 million worth of business this week in sales. $1 million home under contract. We weren't talking about no rates.
Mm-hmm.
I just listed up $700,000 house the other day. So people are still buying and selling real estate year round. It's mindset. It's according to your belief. If you believe everything stops after Labor Day, that's what you're going to experience. That's what you're going to manifest in your life. But we believe that we sell homes year round. There's always people looking to buy and sell real estate, but you got to talk to more people. You got to put your systems in place so you get those referrals coming in, and you're systemizing, you're prospecting, you're talking to more people, you're keeping score like Tim's doing. He's keeping score every day, and he's got an accountability partner. They're keeping each other accountable. I saw Bryson and Pam out there. They shot a video. They were out putting up door hangers in November. Guys, who does that? In November. Agents usually shut down. They go into hyenas. They hibernate. Guys, we don't want to be hibernating agents. Is that right?
Hey, man, got great feedback too. We already had some contacts from the neighborhood.
Wow.
So people are still interested in what we're doing. They want to know what's going on in the market. I had an opportunity by accident last night. I went to a farewell dinner for one of my gym partners. And in the middle of everything, one of them asked, so Pam, tell us what's going on in real estate, because we all know what you do.
Wow.
I had a captive audience. Gave out some cards.
Nice.
So put yourself in the space.
Pam, I've heard you tell a story like that before. Like you were somewhere, you was at a funeral or somewhere.
I was at a funeral. It happened a couple times. I've been at a funeral. And people know when you put yourself out there, people know what you do. And they will ask you the question. Hey, tell me what's going on in real estate. I think I want to invest in a piece of property, or I have a house, that I want to sell.
Yeah.
You may not always get the traction from the meeting, but what you do get is a new relationship.
That's it.
A new person that knows intimately what you do, and you got put them in your contacts. So there's somebody you're reaching out to all the time.
Yeah.
Hey, Rod. Hey,
Yes,
this is Rodney. Hey, when my uncle passed away, he was a car salesman for the better part of about 30 years. And his pastor made a joke when he was giving the eulogy. He said, "Well, I guess I get to keep my car longer than 3 years since Robert is gone." And everybody laughed. But me sitting in the audience, I'm thinking, and the pastor even said, he said, one thing I can say about Robert was he was always on time, because it seemed like as soon as I was about to make my last payment on my Cadillac, he was right there saying, "Hey, I got that new model."
Got that
and
new model.
We all got that new model. And he said, and he would get me every time, and I would buy it. He said he kept me in a car every 3 years, and I probably was the only one in the audience that could appreciate it, because he was doing what he was supposed to be doing. He was following up every 3 years, and it was like clockwork. he had him on a ticket. You
Yeah,
know, that's what we got to do.
that's what we gotta do. There's a reason people ask Pam that asks us, because they know what she does. She's not being a secret agent, guys. You got to stop being a secret agent. Some of the classes I teach with EXP University, I tell the story of like when I worked at the White House. You know, there were secret agents up there, but hey, we don't want to be a secret agent. There was agents that they wanted you to see, but there was agents that you never saw. You know, everybody saw the agents with the glasses and standing around, but there was a whole lot of other secret agents that they didn't want you to see. But guys, we don't want to be that secret agent. You want to let the world know that you're in business, that you're open. I've had to answer that question many times this week, just yesterday. And my answer is always saying it's booming. I don't know about anybody else, but I'm getting business almost every day. I'm putting houses under contract. My whole team, we're selling real estate. I think things are picking up. So I'm speaking the market. I'm thinking, matter of fact, I think that was Wednesday at the Academy. I told where we're negotiating this deal. You know, the seller, they wanted 1.1 million, and my buyer came in at 1 million, and we was going back and forth, and we finally ended up at a number. And so I called the loan officer, you know, before I went back to consult and advise my buyer on which direction to take, you know, telling him about the counter offer we received. I made a call first to the lender. Because see, I just don't want to come back and just be going back. Well, they said this, they said that, but I wanted to come back and educate. Like, so I called my lender to say, okay, what would be the difference in the payment? You know, you remember what it was at 1.1 million, and what is this, the amount here? Well, she said, Rob, guess what? The rates came down today. So it may not even be a big difference. Matter of fact, it may be even lower than he was anticipating on the higher amount. So we ended up coming to a common ground and getting that house under contract. Natasha,
I was going to say something about that because I'm negotiating right now with this agent has been in the business 30 years. And first of all, you know, she had complimented me on my offer because she was like, I've never received such a professional offer in my life. And so we're negotiating repairs right now. And I'm offering her up a solution. She's like, oh my gosh, I have never thought about this. And it was like along the lines of what we were talking about right here, right now. And the reality is, especially we take for granted what we get on this dream team call, in terms of the skill set and being able to do things like this. Don't take what you have here for granted, because I mean, to me, this is basic.
yeah.
But you know, we really do take it for granted. And so, you know, I feel like, you know, while I've only been in the business, it's going on 4 years in a couple months, you know, I feel like I have 25 years worth of experience that has been poured into me so that I'm able to successfully navigate real estate transactions and do things like that. So again, I mean, Rod, amazing. Thank you.
Thank you, Natasha. Now she gives back. She gives amazing class. So guys, make sure you get in her class with the negotiation class as well. So guys, this is but we got a lot of great agents on this line, guys. You got, you know, the Joy Boykins down in Richmond, and Jasmine, the rock star agent. Right, so oh man, I'm gonna get in trouble naming names. You got all Tim, Rodney, you got Pam, but yeah. So, okay, let's move on here. And guys, on a scale of 1 to 5, put it in the chat, guys, if you can. Scale of 1 to 5. I changed the good, the bad, the ugly, what we used to have up there. But on a scale of 1 to 5, grade this week, guys. How about your lead generation? How was it? Scale of 1 to 5, 5 being the best. Your lead generation, prospecting, your business development. I went out, I did business development to get new business, new clients coming into my door. Put it in the chat, guys, or anybody want to say it, you can just come off mute and say it. What was your number? All right, I saw a 5. Who put that 5 up there? I saw a 5.
Yeah, gifty.
All right now.
Yes.
You want to elaborate on that, ma'am?
Yeah. So this week, what I did was I connected a lot with a lot of my lenders, to kind of find out what the programs out there, what was going on out there, and trying to get us to also follow up on, because I had followed up on clients that had kind of dropped off a little bit because of the market and issues coming up. I followed up on them, and then I followed up with the lenders that I had put them in touch with. So one lender I got in touch with had actually switched companies to a new company, and there were really some really exciting new programs that he was excited to talk to me about. He ended up also getting me on a lead gen program that they're offering to realtors. So that was awesome.
Okay.
I got that set up. It takes about 24 to 48 hours to get you connected to the MLS, where you can get.
You need to share the lender's contact now.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I'll put it in the chat. I actually met him last year when we had Dream Team. That was my first Dream Team. I can't remember what it's called, but yeah, this was American, New American Funding, but this lender's gone over to American Pacific. It's a new lender. I'll put it in the
talking
chat.
about Sean? Is
Sean,
Yeah,
yes.
I think right.
Okay.
Yes. So it was a lot of things that happened, but I think it was a mindset. I woke and waking up early. I used to be up by 4:35. I'm up and I'm putting my week together, and I kind of slacked a bit. And this week I don't know what happened. I was like, I'm gonna go back to that. Doesn't matter what time I go to bed, I'm gonna go back to that. So I think that set into motion a chain of events that kind of brought all of this together. So yeah, that's my 5.
Awesome. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Good job, Gifty.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Awesome. Congrats. Anybody else want to share their week? Okay.
I gave myself a 3, even though I did more than last year. Last week, I feel like I still need to do more. All right. Yeah, we hit 52 homes in the neighborhood. I got sellers signed under contract to get their house listed, but I have some lofty goals, and I didn't meet my goal. That's why I gave myself a 3, because I need to do more. So I'm just saying, I'm hard on myself.
Yeah. Good.
That's me too. I mean, I probably had over 40 calls this week, and I had one closing this week. I did a buyer's consultation yesterday. Me and you did 2 agent attraction calls this week with Rob. Put it down. I was like, man, I want to join EXP Realty all over again. I mean, that was awesome. I had my agent network group, my network group, referral group I had, ran that this week. Well, had a lot of folks come out to that, and just had a lot of activity all week with new buyers. Too, Tim.
Yeah, your big closing, man. Congratulations.
Yeah, almost 800,000. Like you said, people still buying in that range, and they didn't blink when they looked at the mortgage payment on the alter statement. They were talking about, well, where we gonna put the pool at? Where we gonna build a garage in the back? When we gonna do this? They're not thinking about how much the payment gonna cost. They're thinking about what we about to do next. Matter of fact, they said we about to go ahead and get some furniture and get this new car we've been waiting to buy because we didn't want to blow up the deal. You know what I'm saying? So they weren't thinking about what the rate's at. They think about what we doing next. As a matter of fact, the gentleman, my sister-in-law's fiance, it's a lot next door. He said, you know what? I think I'm gonna go ahead and buy that lot next door so nobody else can get it. That house. He said, I'll put a house on it one day. I was like, wow, okay. Yeah. So people buying.
People buying, guys. See, I'm glad you shared that, Tim. Guys, get in the mindset. So you gotta raise. See, Tim's mind. I know Tim. I've been knowing Tim almost 20 years. His mindset. Tim was one of the first people I met. At church. 20 years ago, he had a Benz. But just to say his mindset, and that's the type of clientele that he attracts. So raise your mindset, guys, on who you are, how you carry yourself, how you see yourself. Know who you are and whose you are. Does that make sense, guys? Know who you are and whose you are, so that you can work with any type. It doesn't matter what you have right now. It doesn't matter what's in your garage or where you live right now, but your mindset and who you are, the way you carry yourself. Like you're a child of God. You're of the Most High God. You're a daughter, a son, a king's kid. So you got to raise the level of who you see yourself as. Just like Tim said, my clients this week who put that house on the $1 million house, putting down 20%, putting down over 200,000. And he said, yeah, I already called my contractors. They're saying it's probably going to be about 150,000, 125,000, 150,000 to get it how we want it to be. But so they're already looking at the upgrades that they're going to be putting into the house. That's the kind of conversation that they're having. So, yeah. Thank you, Tim. Thank you for sharing that.
Yes, sir.
Different clientele, different mindset, guys. And that's how we want to see ourselves, because that's what you'll start attracting to you.
I just wanted to say something to that as well. So one of the conversations I had, and this was just yesterday, it was the same thing. We're talking close to $1 million house, and they're going to sell their house and get into that house. And they're like, can you give us an idea of, what the payments will be? And it was going to be about $5,000 or so. And then they're like, well, so what if, are we able to put down maybe 150 to 200,000? And I said, I actually didn't think of myself as a child of God. So I said, you said 20,000 or 200,000? So yeah, just to your point, I wanted to say that. So that's kind of why I'm really excited about this week, because like I said, one decision put in place, like a sequence of events today. That's just, this week, that's just gotten me really excited. Doing EXP all over again.
That's awesome. Good, guys. There's money out there. I sold $2 million homes last year, all cash. Cash, guys, cash. No financing. $1 million plus homes. Cash. So have that mindset. All right. So make sure you guys, you're doing this activity yourself, grading yourself, knowing that, hey, next Friday, when I get on the call, we might not have a call next Friday, guys. I know I'm going to be recovering from all that food that we're going to eat on next Thursday. So Thanksgiving is next Thursday, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So we won't do a dream team call on that Friday, guys. Next Friday, I'll put it out there. No Zoom next Friday. But still put in the work, guys. I'm gonna be putting in work. I'll be working at least Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I'm gonna be working, doing something to move my business forward. Check out this quote here, guys. Check out this quote. Can y'all read it? Productivity is the deliberate, strategic investment of your time, talent, intelligence, energy, resources, and opportunities in a manner calculated to move you measurably closer to meaningful goals. Let's unpack that a little bit. Let's unpack this a little bit. Productivity, being productive, not busy. There's a lot of agents that are busy, but they're not productive. They're not doing the right activities. They're doing a lot of realtoring type stuff that sounds cool, but they're not really productive. So productivity is the deliberate. You got to be deliberate in your business. Deliberately, like Tim said, he's got a scorecard. By the end of the day, he's got to talk to 10 people about real estate. 10 people that can potentially buy or sell real estate, or could refer him to somebody that could buy or sell real estate. Does that make sense, guys? Deliberate. Strategic investment of your time. A strategic investment. So it's strategy. It's on paper. investment of my time, I got a time block. I got to allot a certain amount of time to do this, or it may not happen. You got to put the big rocks in first. Is that right? You got to put the big rocks in first. You got to prioritize the important. The most important thing in your business is lead generating and prospecting, having those conversations with people that could possibly buy and sell real estate. So strategic investment of your time, your talent, your intelligence, your energy, putting the energy in, getting up early, your mindset, utilizing your resources to, your resources. I utilize my resources. Now I'm at a level like, I have a TC where I'm training my assistant now to be my transaction coordinator. I'm reallocating resources. So the money that was allotted toward a transaction coordinator, $400 after every transaction, now I can reassign those monies, those funds to more lead generation or to something else. So I'm optimizing my assistant, my virtual assistant, training her, teaching her, giving her systems and tools, teaching her how to track my transactions and all of my contingency deadlines and how to give me, hey, knock on the door. Hey, Rod, this financing contingency is coming up. They're going to be asking you to remove the contingency. Your home inspection deadline is tomorrow. So I'm teaching her those skills so I can reallocate funds. You see how strategic I'm being in the business? So you just don't want to do business just haphazardly. You always want to elevate to the next level in your business with putting systems and tools and learn how to allocate resources, leveraging yourself, being able to leverage. I was telling Pam, and this is not for everybody, guys, but I was like, yeah, I did my first photo shoot last week and I wasn't there because now, I'm at a level now where I'm leveraging. Is that the best use of my time? But that's not everybody. And that might be some of mine I may want to go on. So look at parts of your business where you need to systematize it or leverage it out. You shouldn't be doing $7 an hour task. Some of us, we're $200 an hour. We're $300 an hour. You shouldn't be doing $6 an hour tasks. Is that right, guys?
That's right.
So opportunities in a manner calculated to move you measurably closer to meaningful goals, guys, being calculated in your business. All right, guys. So the 5 things that make you money in this business, write this down, take a picture of this. These are the 5 things that make you money in this business. I know it's a whole lot of stuff out there, guys, but it's just 5 things, guys, 5 things. Prospecting. A lot of agents just don't prospect. You got to get leads coming in. You got to get leads. Either you're going to prospect or you're going to pay for the leads. If you got a big enough budget, yeah, you pay for it. You pay for Zillow. If you want to give, Zillow $10,000 a month, do it that way. But you got to have leads. You need to be having conversations. Either the conversation is going to happen organically or you're going to get out, you're going to hand out cards and talk to 10 people a day, call 10 people, your past clients, your sphere of influence. All this week, I've been really working on my database. I've been cleaning up that database, my know, like, and trust relationships. Every week somebody gets a newsletter from me. My whole database gets a newsletter. Tatiana, do you get a newsletter from me? An email? Oh, you.
I
Yeah,
do.
this week, no, I didn't.
You didn't get one from me this week? Uh-oh. That's a problem. Because she's one of my past clients.
Let me check, but I checked.
It's okay. It's okay. You can look back.
Just 33 minutes ago, yeah.
You did? Okay, good. Okay.
It's today, yes.
Okay.
Hey, can I say something right quick on that? Cleaning your database.
Please, ma'am.
So that has been the way I have been getting business again, is going back to my database, cleaning it up, and trying to like, hey, did you change your phone number? We're having a client appreciation. I want to make sure that I have all your information correct. So I did, again, my 3 touches: email, text, and follow-up phone call. Email, text, follow-up phone call. And that has been like keeping, like I said, keeping the phone ringing, keeping text, emails, and stuff moving. Because if nothing's moving, you can't do anything else in your business. So if your information is correct on your clients, then it's not going to help you get anywhere when you want future business. Because that's when you get to a certain level in here in this business, you're going to depend on your past clients. So making sure you touching them, and not just because happy birthday, it's Christmas. They know it's Christmas. I mean, but the in between times. So that's my follow-up game is getting better. So just make sure you clean up your databases, and that'll be a way to touch them just because.
Yeah, that's good, Joy. Guys, it's called working on your business. You got to spend some time working on your business, not just always in it and just being caught up in the rat race, but you got to take some time to like work on it. Anybody else on that database? Joy, you're spot on with that. Most of it is referral, guys. Referral, repeat business. You're already your know, like, and trust relationships. These people already know you. They like you. They love you. They trust you. So they would do business with you again if you did a great job. That's why you got to do things in excellence. That's why every time, my motto is I'm working unto the Lord. Everybody is treated like a VIP. Everybody. They get the VIP treatment. All the way from contract to close, from beginning. They feel like your communication plan. What's your communication plan with your current clients? How often are you contacting them? Especially if you're a listing agent. Some agents go ghost. They don't hear from you. That should be in your schedule, part of your system, in your schedule, in your calendar. I call all of my clients at the end of the week and give them some type of update of what's going on with their house on the market. Even if you got buyers under contract, they need to be hearing from you. Hey, I spoke to the lender today. Looks like everything's okay. We're on track to close. What's your communication? So all of this is kind of, you're building, you're putting deposits into the relationship bank. You're making deposits. Every touch, I'm making a deposit. So now when they hear somebody talking about real estate, Bean, you got to check out my agent. You will love them. You will love her. She's amazing. Make sense, guys?
Yes.
Always putting deposits into that relationship. Referrals, getting those referrals. Okay. Lead follow-up, number 2. We're getting down here to the end. Lead follow-up, guys. You got to be doing lead follow-up. You got to be following up. I got a call yesterday. Young man says his Joy may be hitting y'all up. His father wants to sell it. He's going to move from Montclair down to some lake somewhere out near almost the borderline of North Carolina, Ochichi Lake, some lake out there. He wants to build on the lake. I got a call. And so I got to follow up with him today. I say, hey, ask Dad if it's okay if I give him a call. So whenever somebody calls you, say, hey, I gave your number to such and such, always ask them, hey, can you get their information? I don't like waiting on the call. So I didn't get it yesterday, so I'll be following up today to see, hey, I don't think Dad reached out to me yesterday. Did you ask him if it was okay if I can get his number? So you want to be proactive. Get aggressive, guys. Don't wait on the business. Don't wait for the phone to ring. You got to be proactive. Lead follow-up. That should be a part of your system every day, your daily schedule. I got to do lead follow-up. I got to follow up with people. Follow up with them, try to move them forward, giving them something of value, give them some information about what's happening in the market. Rates came down this week a little bit. Woo, we're excited about it. Keep me in mind. I had a lender that called me. He was telling me, he gave me a nice little nugget. He said after every conversation, he always said, by the way, do you know anybody that's thinking about buying and selling real estate? After every conversation, after every lead follow-up conversation, hey, before I let you go, is there anybody you know that I can help? Anybody you know that may be looking for some investment property? After every conversation, guys. Anybody gonna try something like that? After every call. Oh, by the way.
Absolutely. And not just the calls. Ask them in the text. Ask them in the emails.
Yes. Yes. Shoot a video, quick video on your phone. Text it to somebody. Appointments, guys. Appointments. Gotta be going on appointments. Can't have a doctor's office, you're a lawyer, attorney office, and you never have appointments. You got to see yourself as a professional. You're in a professional industry with clients. I got to get clients. I got to have appointments. So if I don't have anybody coming through the door, if my receptionist is out there and she's just sitting out there and there's nobody coming in the door day in, day out, then something's broken. Something's wrong. I got to do more lead generation. I got to get more business coming through the door. I got to crank up the prospecting. I got to crank up the lead follow-up so I can get appointments, so I can get in front of somebody and tell them about the home buying process. Mini home buyer workshops. That's what I call them, little mini workshops. We think about the big one, have a, partner up with a lender and partner up with the title company and get a place and we're gonna have everybody come. But how many of those little mini home buying workshops can you do one-on-one? Whether it's in person or Zoom. Go ahead, Tim.
Hey, Rod. So yesterday I was like I said, doing lead generation, calling around, and called a gentleman, and he was out of my area, but I called him anyway, and I said, it seemed like you were looking to purchase a while ago, just following up, seeing if that's, you're still in the market for a house. He said, yeah. I said, great. I said, have you purchased a home before? He says, no, I haven't. He said, I purchased some land before, but never purchased a home. But he said, yeah, I like to kind of know the process. I was like, great. I said, that's exactly where I wanted to go with that. I said, you've been approved. He says, no, but I got qualified before. I said, okay, great. I said, when do you have time when we can do a buyer's appointment as soon as possible? And since he's out of my area, he says, I'm free today. I said, great. I said, being that he's out of my area, I said, are you familiar with Zoom? He said, yeah, I do that with my accountant. I said, great. I said, what are you doing within the next hour? He says, I'm gonna get some coffee, but I'll be back. I said, look, 10 o'clock, let's get on the phone. I'm gonna shoot you a Zoom link and we're gonna do a buyer's consultation. Boom, he got on the phone. We did a full-blown consultation. Everything went well. Kicked him over to my lender right away. Did the email to my lender. I called him up. Matter of fact, my lender, before I talked to him, I said, listen, I got a gentleman, I'm doing a consultation, and I want to get him qualified because he's actually looking to purchase right now. And so he said, okay. And so I went on, did the consultation, sent them over to my lender, got them connected, and we're trying to get him pre-qualified because he wanted to buy something like yesterday. Okay. So like I said, if I had said, let's just wait. I mean, if his time if it wasn't in the schedule, that's fine. But why wait when you got somebody right there and they have the availability, you talking to them on the phone? Go ahead and have that consultation. Go ahead and get it done.
That's right. Love it. Love it.
As a matter of fact, when you get those calls like that, those folks that say, I'm ready right now, if you don't match their readiness energy, they're going to move on to the next person. Just so you know, you will miss an opportunity by putting it off.
That's right.
You know what, Pam? I'm glad you chimed in because the gentleman was in Danville, Virginia.
Wow.
I don't know how far Danville is from here, but I know it's like 2 hours. You know what I'm saying? Wow. So right then, I put in a dream team. Does anybody got any agents in Danville? Yeah. Dream Team Legacy Builder. Pam came online and says, hey, I got an agent that's down, I know somebody that's in Danville that's doing a deal with me right now. Send me his information. I said, boom. Once that gentleman told me, hey, I'm in Danville, and he said where he wanted to buy the house, when he already seen the house, Pam gave me the information. I called that gentleman, that agent, connected with him, say, hey, listen, I got somebody. We just went through the process. I'm gonna pass that referral over to you, but I'm gonna give you a warm handoff. Once I get that pre-approval letter and everything's good, then I'm gonna send you the information and we'll go ahead and do it. I'm not driving to Danville, I promise you I'm not.
No.
I'm still able to leverage the dream team and leverage the agents so we can still get the deal done and keep moving.
That's awesome.
I'm telling you, ain't driving to Danville either.
Nope, I sure ain't. And that young man, he was on our call about a week ago. And he was blown away by the dream team. He absolutely loves it. And when I told him Tim was gonna call him, he was like, oh my God. He is just so thankful. You know,
Awesome.
he's a new agent. That's his transaction number 2. You
Wow.
know, you bless somebody like that, it's gonna come back to you too.
Yeah, that's right. Guys, while they were talking, I was thinking of this, you know, I hadn't said this in a long time, but it's called speed to lead. Have that mindset, guys. Write that down, speed to lead. You get a lead coming in, guys, it's all about speed. You got to get on it quickly. And you want to be the first one that they meet in person, some kind of connection. You know, NAR, National Association of Realtors, done the statistics, and it shows the first person that they meet when it's a cold lead that they typically will do business with that person, because they may get a whole bunch of other calls, but you want to be the first one to try to meet them face to face. Speed to lead. Okay. Appointments, guys, got to get appointments. Negotiating homes, putting houses under contract, negotiating, getting that house under contract. Again, reach out to somebody. Reach out. That's the beauty of the Dream Team. If you need some pointers, need some advice about, you know, negotiating a deal, thinking outside of the box.
Sorry, they're saying maybe if this one is not opening, we might just
Rose,
do
you
number
talking?
8.
Oh, I thought she was talking to us.
Okay.
Oh my God, I'm so sorry. I'm showing houses. I'm sorry.
She already working. She out showing houses. Oh wow.
What I'm talking about.
She working. I'm not. That's what I'm talking about.
Hey, you ain't the only one, Rose. I'm out here myself.
I can't.
I love it.
Cam, I know you are showing mansions.
$1 million home.
I
You know
wish.
he is.
I wish. No, this I'm out in Maryland. This is a smaller one. I think we're around like 350.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, it's smaller, but I'm here.
Y'all small is
Cam.
funny. Y'all small is funny.
That's right.
That's an average in Virginia. Richmond, I meant to say. Cam's a $1 million luxury agent. Cam, well, did anybody go to that? Who went to that his open house? He had the shrimp and all the hors d'oeuvres, and
I'm still full from that open house.
Shameless plug. I have a open house tomorrow in Fredericksburg from 12 to 2. If you guys want to come by.
Okay.
I'm bringing a family. We all eating this time.
350.
Okay. Make sure you drop it in the
Yeah, well, I got pictures coming back today, so.
Okay, cool, Cam.
Hey Cam, is that a house for Shanoa you still looking for?
Yeah, that's where I'm at currently right now.
Oh, okay. How this going? It's going all right?
Yeah, it's going, man. It's just Maryland taxes are so freaking high. It's crazy.
Oh, okay. You weren't really telling me last week.
Yeah, I had Rod Durden and also Bryson showing homes for me last week when I was out of town. So definitely appreciate you guys.
Green tea, cover down.
Yeah,
no problem. Anytime, man.
Yeah, and we're waiting on the Dream Team Christmas party at Cam's house. Actually, when the pool opens in the spring, you know.
Yeah.
We got to do the summer, man. When it's nice and warm.
Yeah.
You know, in the spring it might snow.
Cam, I know we coming down today. When Cam and I'll never forget the day when we first met, man. Yeah. Cam, I was looking at a house in his neighborhood right across the street. It was for sale, and man, I ended up getting beat out, but hey, I met a great agent.
Appreciate it. Likewise.
Yeah, great friendship. So, yeah. All right, guys. Last thing is systems. Negotiating homes, getting homes under contract systems. Focus on appointments, guys. I got to get appointments. You got to do more to get appointments, to get out there with a buyer seller, show them that you can show them your value, to get them in an agreement for you to represent them as a buyer agent. And I got to find somebody I can represent to get their home sold. Let that be your focus. I got to keep going. I can't stop until I get an appointment. and then start putting systems in place, being systematized in your business. All right, guys, we're running out of time here. If anybody's take action, we'll pick up next week, not the week after Thanksgiving. Is there anybody here for the EXP presentation? I am available to do the EXP presentation. It's about, I probably can do it in 20 minutes. Today, I usually do a little bit longer on Wednesdays, 30 minutes or so, but if anybody, is there anybody here that's for the EXP presentation, want to hear about this company, how it's changing lives? It's about 20 minutes. If not, we'll close out. Anybody? Is there one? Like,
I am.
Altar call. Is there one? Okay, Tanya, all right, hang out with us. Anybody else is welcome to hang out if you got time, maybe to give a quick testimony. Can somebody, thank y'all so much. If anybody needs to drop, have a great weekend, and we'll see y'all next week, Dream Team, on our Monday meeting and our Wednesday Academy. If not, guys, have a blessed weekend. Make sure you go to church on Sundays. All right. Hang out with us, guys. If let me switch over screens here, presentations. Thank y'all so much. Have a blessed.
Thank y'all. I was here. I'm sorry, I'm getting ready for a closing. So, but I was here, Rod. Y'all, I appreciate y'all.
While I get set up, can somebody give LaTanya a quick testimony about the Dream Team and EXP?
I will. I'll go first. So EXP, let me tell you. So I was broker owner, East Coast Realty Relocation. Just to give you a little background, broker owner, had my own boutique brokerage. And so I couldn't grow it no more than what I could grow it with the resources that I had. So I came over to EXP, try to bring, of course, I had some attritionage there, but the best thing about